I would love to do pasta wrestling.
Knew this is where you were going.
Just a tiny pool.
How fun.
Tiny pool. Fill it up with the nudes.
They would be so excited.
I think it would be so fun. We could have a whole tournament.
They would have so much fun. And you can make it even crazier if you put just a little dye in the water and do the different color noodles.
So,
would you put sauce?
Ooh.
Would we get that messy?
I don't know if I would do sauce, but I feel like I would want to do butter, but butter's expensive.
Yeah.
So I would consider maybe some vegetable oil just to make things a little slippery and keep the noodles from sticking together. I feel like that's what dreams are made of.
It really is. You'd have a rager.
Yeah. Just noodles flying everywhere.
And it'd be like a ring of people. Hey there. Welcome to Parties to Playdates. I'm Kendall.
And I'm Jess. We're here to fill your day with warmth and laughter.
Join us as we navigate the chaos and joy of everyday life.
We're all about sharing real life moments with a dash of humor and practical tips.
So grab your coffee and settle in for a cozy chat.
Because here, every moment is a story worth sharing.
No topic is off limit.
And every listener is a friend.
Let's get this party started. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's pretty nice outside today. I'm a little happy about that.
Perfect.
Although, is your guys' pool closed down? I saw a bunch of caution tape. Did something go down over there? Or are they
Yes, because there's idiots that live here. Yeah. It was last week. I got an email saying that the one pool at the top, the smaller pool that overflows into the middle pool, was closed because of broken glass.
Oh, no.
And so they were pissed about that. And then literally the following day, the other two pools, the middle pool and the lap pool, were closed because of broken glass.
Oh, my gosh.
I know, because there's idiots, like dumb asses.
People don't realize how hard it is to get glass out of a pool.
Yeah, and they're pissed about it. And they're like, we have video and we're going to find you and you're going to be paying for everything.
Oh, my gosh.
They should.
Like, they just did it on purpose. It wasn't like an accidental.
I have no idea. I'm sure it was accident. But even if it was accident, why do you have glass outside?
Yeah.
Like, it literally says in the rules, which I guess I'm a rule follower these days, but it says no glass. But what's in glass bottles these days that you're going to be bringing to a pool other than booze?
Well, beer, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
And then, of course, the last pool closed like a few days after that because of, I swear they said storm surge. And I don't even know what that means.
Oh.
I unless I'm reading it wrong or they wrote it wrong. But all four pools were closed for a few days, and then one finally opened back up, and the other ones are still.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
Such a bummer. Like the perfect time to be at the pool, too.
I know.
Oh, dang it.
Seriously. So, yeah.
Get your lives together, people.
I know. Come on. Don't even get me started about people not following the rules here. But yeah. I'm a Karen.
So, what did they say or do this week?
Oh my God. Huge things are happening.
Ooh.
Huge things with Mavi. He said, Mama. And look, finally.
Oh my
over
gosh.
2 years.
It's about friggin' time.
I know. And because he keeps calling me and Ryan Dada, which I'm always like, no, Mama. And he's like, Dada. I'm like, Mama, Dada. Okay. And then literally a few days ago, I was like, no, I'm Mama. He said, Mama. Like the funny.
Oh, all robotic.
All robotic. But that's how he says it. And it's so sweet.
That's so cute.
It's so cute. And he keeps saying it now. He'll look at me and say, Dada on accident. And I go, no, Mama. He goes, Mama.
Oh.
And it's so sweet. And Ryan heard it and he was like, oh. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I know. And then a few days ago, we were looking at something and I was like, no, that's a baby. Baby. Oh, we were watching Lion King. And it was the very beginning. And it was when Simba was born and Rafiki's going to go hold him up to all the animals. And he was like, what's that? What's that? I was like, that's a baby. And he was like, baby. And I was like, baby. He said, baby. And I was like, and so I got my phone out and I started recording it. And I sent it to Ryan and he came running. And he was like, oh my God. I was like, I know. He said baby. He's like, oh my God.
So sweet.
We're doing big things over here.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. He's really, really, and he's like babbling a lot more, but he's really trying to mimic us.
Yeah.
Which is great. So huge things happening.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
I know. And it literally happened right when we got a phone call from a speech therapist saying that we got on the waiting list.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it kind of all worked out in like the same time. It was weird.
Yeah. He's like, oh, they called a speech therapist. I better get my shit together.
Get it together.
I need to be at the pool. I don't need to be at speech therapy. Let's get this going.
I swear he like felt threatened. He's like,
That's
I could
so
say mama. So
Oh
it's
my
good.
goodness.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, mine's a little less sweet and more inappropriate.
Bring it. Bring it.
So I was at work the other day, and one of my coworkers overheard this woman tell her daughter, oh, you're not old enough to have a black purse yet. And he was kind of like, that's kind of weird. Like,
That's really weird.
and so I was like, what did that lady say? He's like, she said she's not old enough to have a black purse yet. And I was like, I'm like, oh, I was like, okay, that makes sense. I was like, she probably meant to say, once you go black, you never go back. And I thought he was going to die. And I was like, well, at least that's what my mom always told me. And then he died a second time. And I was like, I'm just kidding. My mom never told me that. But it was so funny because I love it when I'm in those situations and I think of something extremely ridiculous to say, and people are not expecting it at all.
Not one bit.
And it really takes them by surprise. And I started laughing, and then he started laughing more, and we were both laughing, almost crying. It was so good.
That's definitely not where I thought you were going with this story. I thought you were going to be like, oh, it's like, well, you can't wear black underwear if you think you're sexy or something like that.
Well, that's kind of where it went. Just a little more aggressively.
That's so funny.
Anyways, it was pretty good.
I love that. Is your coworker young, or the one that you were talking to?
He's probably in his 30s.
Yeah.
He found it very amusing.
That's hilarious, Jess. That's so funny. He's like, you're right.
He was speechless. Like, he didn't even know what to say. He was just like, oh my God. He was not ready for that one. But that's what's funny is because when you start working with people and you've never worked with them before, you don't really know their personalities. And so I always think it's funny because I'm just like a sweet, nice girl. And then occasionally I say crazy stuff. And then people are like, oh my gosh.
They're like, watch what she's going to say. Be careful, everybody.
But I don't know. Please don't call HR on me.
We always laugh at work because everyone in the service industry has like dirty potty mouths. And they're always like, oh, don't call HR. Don't call HR. I'm like, there's no reason to call HR on that stupid ass joke.
Yeah.
I'm more worried if you're going to touch my ass and not think if it's a joke or something, you know? That's HR. But stuff that comes out of people's mouths, I'm like, that's nothing to be worried about. Trust me, I've heard worse.
We were just trying to understand what they were trying to say. That's it. We were just trying to decipher. It's magical. You're not old enough for a black purse yet.
Yeah, but also super judgy of the mom. Let her wear whatever color she wants.
I feel like young kids should have black purses because they're messy and they get shit dirty all the time.
That's true too.
So I feel like you should maybe start out with black one and then you can graduate to a white purse.
That's true too.
Or a nice, pretty light colored one. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're going to put crayons, makeup.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what else. I feel like that's it when you're a little kid.
For real.
Crayons and makeup.
Crayons. I love it. Well, with all this beautiful weather, kids are out of school. You don't know what that feels like yet, but it's nice. And then a little like, oh my gosh, we're going to have to feed them so much more now.
Oh, God. Well, they're going to have to figure out to feed themselves because they're like nocturnal.
Yeah. Well, I had to go out of town for the weekend. Andrew was going to be home too, but whenever I leave, if I don't make sure there's food for them to eat, they'll just DoorDash and Grubhub everything.
Oh, that sounds expensive.
And then we just spend like $2,000 for a weekend of me not being home to cook food. So I was like, listen, what do you need to eat? What do you want me to get? And Andrew's like, anything that's microwavable will work. And I was like, okay. So I went to the grocery store and it looked like I was shopping for a frat house. It was like corn dogs, frozen pizzas, microwave pasta with chicken, like all these things. Like my whole cart was just filled, like
frozen foods.
Yeah, I felt a little ashamed when I went to check out as I was like stacking all of these ridiculous items on the thing. And I'm like, I wonder if these people are like, oh, this poor sad girl that doesn't know how to cook anything, just over here eating a lot of really bad food. But I was so proud of myself. I got home last night and Andrew was heating up one of these Alfredo pasta bowls. And I was like, how are those? He was like, oh, they're really good. And I was like, wow. I was like, that's great. He goes, all the stuff you got was really delicious.
Nice.
And I'm like, that's wonderful. And then I like opened the cupboard and I was like, oh, you guys didn't even eat all the Doritos? Like they're unopened, which is unheard of in
Shocking.
my house. If a bag of Doritos can last 3 or 4 days in my house, it's impressive. Like if it can last 2 days, I'm impressed. And it was a whole bag of Doritos. I was like, oh my gosh, you didn't eat all the chips? He's like, well, you had all the other stuff that all the kids really liked. Everybody loved it. He's like, we didn't DoorDash once. And I was like, oh, success.
Savior. So like what, 200, probably more than $200 at the store.
I spent $240 and I bought quite a bit of stuff because I was thinking 5 people, 4 days, 3 meals a day. That's 60 servings once you get all the math worked out. I was really trying to
Hit that number.
bagels, all the breakfast, like pancake on a stick, corn dogs, all the things. I was really surprised actually when I checked out that it wasn't more than that. So yeah, I spent $240, which for my kids, that's like 2 DoorDash orders or whatever.
I'm like,
So-
let's do some math unless you already did it.
I was super proud of myself.
$4 a meal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge, Jess.
Yeah. I was super happy. I'm like, I'm so proud of you guys.
Straight
I'm so
up.
proud of you guys. You totally did it.
That's huge.
Yeah. Nobody complained. Nobody called. No, I didn't get any text. It was like, Mom, can we please do DoorDash? We're tired of eating blah, blah, blah. So now I know the trick.
Yeah.
I just have to shop for the frat house and then bye, kids.
Gotta go. Hey, that's a trick.
Yeah. Yeah. I was really surprised.
And you fit it all in your freezer?
We have a couple freezers.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
We
I'm
have-
like, gosh, my
We
freezer
have
would...
extra storage
be
for
done.
sure. Although my oldest son did really good rearranging one of the freezers to make sure everything fit.
like
So-
a little puzzle game.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep.
That is so funny. I remember back in the day when my mom would go to Costco and get the big bulky things of everything we like corn dogs. I
Yeah.
don't know why corn dogs are so good to everybody, but corn dogs are fire. The things of corn dogs, she would get the frozen chicken teriyaki bowls with the brown rice and veggies. Those were my
Ooh,
absolute
yum.
favorite. They were so good. And honestly, super clean and healthy for you, except they were just frozen and you had
Yeah.
to microwave it. But we would literally go through everything, and I'm sure your kids do the same exact thing. We've talked about it before, but done in 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, great, now what are you guys going to eat? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Help, I don't know. So, man, I used to love those days where it was like just grab and go of all the good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now we
Yeah.
don't buy any of that anymore.
I don't do a lot because it is expensive. But honestly,
yeah.
$4 a meal. is
That's not
It's
expensive.
not as expensive as I thought it was. And then I was like, oh, man, maybe I'm wasting my time cooking all these yummy foods. No.
No,
I like yummy stuff. I think I cook more for myself than
I was
anybody
saying,
else.
and you enjoy it. It's
I
like
do.
an activity you enjoy.
I do.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
So yeah. But summertime, backyard barbecuing, backyard fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
All the things.
we're just going to share some of our favorite backyard goodies and
Yeah.
things like that. What's some of your favorite backyard stuff that you love?
We haven't been cooking in the backyard. However, we do have his Blackstone that I do want to pull out here and start cooking on because I don't know why, but first off, I'm obsessed with peaches right now.
Oh my gosh, they're so good.
I can't get enough of peaches. And I didn't realize I bought white peaches yesterday at the store. It's so good. Forgot how great those are. But I want grilled peaches.
Ooh, yeah.
I want like the grilled fruit. I want the pineapple and the peaches. I'm like, what else do I want to grill that is fruit wise? Maybe that's it. Throw some balsamic or something like a glaze on top with
Yeah.
some basil. Oh my gosh, that sounds so
Yum.
good. That's what I'm into right now. And then of course, I really want corn on the cob.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
I love a good corn on the cob.
Yeah.
Oh.
But other than that, I'm not a big like griller person because it's so hot, in my opinion, that I'd rather have cold cut up fruit or salads or bean salads. Like your cowboy caviar sounds
Yeah.
so good right now. Or couscous salad, quinoa, pasta. Honestly, even the vegan potato salad sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Traditionally, most grilling involves a lot of meat.
Yes. That
We're not
too.
doing a lot of grilled tofu. Tofu kebabs.
I don't know if it would survive on a grill. Probably the Blackstone, not a grill. It probably fall through the grates.
Maybe I like grilling because I'm usually the one who doesn't do the grilling part.
That's true,
And so
too.
I'm like, yeah, here's all the marinated meats. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're the marinator. He's the cooker.
That's right. And it's nice. I shared last week my teriyaki chicken recipe,
Which was barbecue.
but I also love just a delicious steak on the grill or a burger or a hot dog.
Yeah.
Like any of those just easy, fast, fun, like picnicky barbecue foods. Oh, it's so delicious.
Yeah.
I love the way that food cooks on charcoal, but I find it so obnoxious because we have just a small little $50 grill that we buy one every couple of years. It's just like the cheap ones. They eventually rust out.
Yeah.
And then we get rid of it. But I realized it's really difficult to keep charcoal hot enough to do a few rounds on one of those tiny grills because you can only cook so much at a time. And then the longer it's on there, the less hot the charcoals get. And then you're sitting there like, oh, it's going to be done soon. Eventually. So as much as I love the taste of charcoal, I really wish Andrew would just buy the gas grill. I think we would do it more, honestly.
You probably do it more for sure.
Because with the charcoal, you have to be like, oh, do we have charcoal?
Yep.
Do we have the lighter fluid? Do we have all the things? Although this is one of his favorite things for the grill. I don't know what they call it, but it's this metal
The cylinder thing?
cylinder, and you fill it up with the charcoal and you light it in that, and then it incinerates all the charcoal, and then you pour it into the grill. It's a really easy way to get all the charcoal lit up. I don't know what those things are called.
I don't either, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but those are game changers. That makes doing charcoal way easier because you don't have those edges that don't get lit up and stuff.
It's a more even burn.
Yeah, yeah. So that's one of the best little things he's found. We also have, this is a little excessive,
Bring it.
but his crawfish boiler
Oh, yeah.
is amazing. But it's big. It's one of the ones where you can tilt it over and dump it, and it has the craziest flames. That thing heats up so fast. It's wild. I'm like, can we use those flames for something else? Like,
Literally, we've
can
talked
we get
about
a
this.
flat? Can we get a flat top for that? And just throw the flat
Right,
top
like
out there and
interchange.
just sear up some steaks. We could be doing a little more with this than just boiling crawfish a couple times a year. But
Well, we talked about it. Like, you guys need to do a big ass pasta night.
yeah,
Throw some pasta in. I'm like, what else do we boil?
I know. We'll do a boiled vegetable day. Just a lot of corn. I'm just going to do a lot of corn and potatoes. I'm going to do it one of these days when pasta goes on sale, or when I find a deal online where I can get a 90-pound bag of pasta, because I would love to do pasta wrestling
Oh, yes.
with the
I
kids.
knew this is where you were going.
Just a tiny pool,
How fun.
fill it up with the nudes.
They would be so excited.
I think it would be so fun. We could have a whole tournament.
They would have so much fun. And you
Yeah.
can make it even crazier if you put just a little dye in the water and
Oh,
do
yeah.
the different color noodles. That'd be so fun.
It would be really fun. So,
Would you put sauce?
ooh, I
Would
don't
we
know.
get that messy?
I don't know if I would do sauce, but I feel like I would want to do butter, but butter is expensive.
Yeah.
So I would consider maybe some vegetable oil just to make things a little slippery and keep the
Slippery.
noodles from sticking together.
Yes.
I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah. That would be
So-
so much fun. And they would get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Do you think they would all participate?
I think they would. I think some of them would be more into it at first, but I think that we could gradually get them all involved. And I think if we maybe had some of their friends involved, made it a bit of a party,
Oh my God, you should.
we could invite friends. Because let me tell you, if I was a kid and I showed up to my friend's house and they were having noodle wrestling,
Yeah.
I would friggin' die. Because
Oh
I
my
feel like
God.
that's what dreams are made of.
It really is. It reminds
so
me.
weird.
You need to be careful how many kids would probably come over then, because you'd have a rager
Yeah, just noodles flying everywhere.
and it'd be like a ring of people just
Yeah.
being like, yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me when I was in high school, every Friday we would do Friday fight nights, which were so illegal and so not okay that we even did this. But everybody in our high school, literally, be Friday fight nights. We'd go to somebody's house and they would host people fighting,
Actual punching in the face fight, not just fun like WWE
No.
pretend.
like a straight up fight.
Oh
And I'm
my
pretty
gosh.
sure they may have had gloves on. But either way, there's
Yeah,
these high school boys
yeah,
that are
still punching each other in the
so hard.
face.
Yeah, and it was so dangerous. But we would just go to these fight nights and we would just stand hundreds of kids in a huge circle in someone's backyard, watch these people fight.
Oh my gosh.
That's what it reminds me of. Yeah.
That is wild.
Oh, I know. My high school was nuts. So that's what it reminds me of when you said the noodle fight.
I love it. I feel like it would be fun too if you set up a few like small inflatable pools in a row and fill them with noodles and then maybe incorporated some sort of game like a relay where you had to sprint through the noodles and get to the end. You had to dig something small that was out hidden in the noodles and bring it back for your team. Mm-hmm. I'm sure we could come up with
like
something.
a ring pop or something.
Yeah, just something random. Maybe a meatball.
A meatball.
The first person to bring back 3 meatballs wins.
That's so great. Hey, I know. Well, Publix does really good BOGOs.
Yeah, they really do. And I'm curious. I bet I could get online and find
You could
some
probably get like a big box.
some expired pasta or something.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you should.
Just some discount, super cheap. I think I could do it. I would drop a couple $100 on pasta for a noodle party all day. All day. You guys can come to that one. It'll be fun.
Oh, you'd probably never get Maverick out of it.
I know. Honestly, it might be really cool. Can you just imagine hanging out in a pool of noodles?
The feeling
all
of
the
it.
feels.
Yeah, that would be like overstimulation to some people. I'm sure people would eat it as well.
I bet your dad would love that.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I feel like my whole family would love that. That's hysterical. I'm trying to think of other fun games, but I feel like that just tops all the summer activities.
Take it down a little bit. Cornhole is a fabulous
Mavi loves cornhole.
summertime game. If you haven't played cornhole before, that's a really fun one. And you can find the boards relatively inexpensive, or you can actually build your own boards.
Yeah, you can make them.
If you're crafty.
Ryan's done that. When we had a backyard, we have 2 or 3 amazing golf games that we would play. We have bucket golf. You can do 9 holes, you can do 18, you can pretty much do as many holes as you want, but it's wiffle balls, the bigger wiffle balls, and the golf club heads are like really big and they're plastic, heavy duty plastic, and then there's pop-up screen buckets. So
Little pop-up laundry basket kind of vibe.
They're like that. You set them up wherever you want. So you can set them up one really far, super close, down the road, across, over the house, whatever you want to do. And then you have these like little strings that you stand behind for each hole. It's like you just play golf. So you have to either hit the bucket or get it in the bucket for different types of points and stuff. This may sound boring to people if you don't golf, but we do. And it's a lot of fun.
No, but do you have to launch the ball up into the bucket? It's not just rolling in, right?
It depends.
They're not on their sides.
No, you can get it in for different points and then
You can just touch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
for a different point as well. So that's a really fun one. And then Ryan built, it looks like a cornhole board and it's just one. And then he put like faux grass on it. And then there's, I think, 6 different holes. And you have to kind of chip it. It's a chipping game to chip it into the holes. And it's a lot of fun. That saved us. It was a lot of fun. It saved us during COVID. We played that one a lot in the backyard. And then the other fun game we like to play is those, I forget the name of it, but it's the PVC pipe one where there's 3 and then you have to throw the balls and it has to like ring around them. That one's a lot of fun too. That also saved us during COVID. We did a lot of yard games and I bought a pool.
I love it. I love it.
But now for Mav, we've got actually a few really great yard inflatable water things for him. One of my coworkers is amazing and she gifted him this. It's like a whale pool slide thing. It's very cool. I told Ryan to blow it up the other day and he didn't do it. So if you're listening, thanks.
Ryan, get it together.
I want to put it over there because that's where our hose is.
Yeah.
But it's a good little spot. And it's like this like big watering hole, but you can go up this whale and go down the slide and there's like water shooting everywhere.
Oh,
it's really fun and
cute.
super cute. That, and then I also got a pirate ship pool. Don't even know what it looks like. Has no idea if it's even workable or not.
Yeah.
I got it at a consignment event a few months ago and it was $10 and literally I just saw it the last second. I was standing in line ready to pay and I like look on the ground and it said Pottery Barn Pirate Ship Pool and I was like $10 sold.
You're like, yep.
And it's so heavy and it's so big and it comes in this massive bag and I've never opened it. And
Oh my gosh.
I know. So I'm waiting to open and blow it up. I can only imagine it's very cool.
That's exciting. Maybe we'll do one of our episodes from that pirate pool.
That would be so fun.
That would be really nice, actually. I would 100% do that.
Is this stuff waterproof? No, I'm just kidding.
No, we just extend it over the pool.
It would be like up and down.
That's I love it.
That's fantastic. A typical slip inside would be really fun.
Yeah. Well, we have done some massive make your own slip and slides.
Oh, yeah, with tarps.
Because Home Depot will sell you ginormous rolls of plastic that are like 25 feet wide.
So good.
And like 50, 100 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done those and covered them in soap and water. And we got a foam machine once.
So good.
And just did a full-on party with the foam and the slip and slide. It was all adults.
I love it.
There wasn't even kids at that party.
Screw
but
them.
It was so fun. But I love slip and slide stuff like that. When me and my sister were kids, we used to live out in the country, but there was this little ditch that went along the side of our property that only had water in it when it rained a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So in the summertime, we would take black plastic out there and we'd make two little sides and then do the plastic down the ditch and we'd make a whole little pool, fill it up, and we'd be sliding down the sides
That's
and
awesome.
slipping around. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. We just want to be wet.
Right.
And this is what we have. So
yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
I love anything water related like that. Oh, furniture for the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
I have these. I just bought 2 new ones because the last ones I had are 5 or 6 years old. And in Florida, metal outside,
Oh, yeah.
it
bye-bye.
doesn't matter how coated it is, how wonderful it is. Eventually, it will start to rust and crumble and disintegrate. It's
Yeah.
like the salt in the air, all the moisture in the air, the constant is just not great. But they're these super comfortable rocking chairs, like metal with the plastic wicker on them from Amazon. They're like $99 for 2 chairs and a cute little side table. But those chairs are so comfortable. They have little cushions on them. They're still my favorite.
That's awesome. I love a good rocking chair. There's something about the rocking
Yeah.
motion. Obviously, we all like it from birth, but it's so soothing.
It is. The angle of those, you still feel conversational but relaxed. So they're always my favorite. I would honestly just like 6 of those and forget all the other chairs.
Yeah, screw all the other chairs.
Screw all the other chairs. We don't need any of those. But those are my favorite.
Ryan is obsessed with anti-gravity chairs.
Oh my gosh, they're so comfortable.
They're comfortable.
They're hideous.
They're so bulky.
They are.
He's like, we need to take these to the beach. I'm like, you can. I'm not carrying those.
Yeah.
First off, no. And honestly, we don't even. He sits in them for what, a few minutes, and then wants to go in the water, and then but now we can't even sit anymore.
Yeah.
There's no sitting. We're
Yeah.
not bringing chairs. No. So I can't stand them. So instead, I have 4 different types of other little foldy chairs that are 0.7 of a pound that you can carry 18 of them, and it's still not even heavy. But I love little crappy beach chairs, honestly, because I like the low ones where I can bring them closer to the water. My butt's getting wet still, and my feet are in the water. And honestly, I'll pop them up every now and then and just sit in the driveway and just watch whatever Ryan's doing in the garage.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Well, I ended up finding this one that is probably closer to a cot than a tanning chair because
so
it's the extra large size. So it goes up to 400 pounds and it's extra wide.
Oh, nice.
And then it has a shade like my beach chairs that you can put on it.
That's nice.
And it has a face hole with the cushion and the
what
armholes.
did you buy?
And the armholes so you can lay on your stomach and read a book underneath. And then you could have the shade over the top of your head to add a little extra coolness if you wanted. I don't know. This thing is next level, but it was cheaper than a lounger. And now it can live in my garage instead of in the backyard and die.
I 100% was going for the jelly ones.
That's what I looked at those. And then I was like, let me see what else is out here. The one I bought was maybe $20 more than one of the jelly ones.
Yeah.
And honestly, we could easily throw a cushion and a pillow on it and be like, here, you can stay the night at our house.
Straight up.
Because it's so wide and it's so long. Like I could sleep on that easy. But it's super versatile because you can adjust all the things and
Yeah.
it's really nice.
And you need a good lounger so you don't have those bars in your back
Yeah.
or your stomach, whichever way you're laying. But like the two that's like by your groin and your back.
Yeah.
You can't have that.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. This one's super comfy. And I bought the long, comfy cushion to put on it. So it's really nice.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Straight up. What have you been cooking this week? Well, I know you were just gone, so you weren't.
Frozen frat meals.
Yeah, so you weren't cooking. Do you have any
I
ideas?
wasn't cooking. I was thinking today, I really want to do some tacos, I think.
Yeah.
Just some basic American ground beef with cheese and sour cream kind of talk. I'm going to do some salsa too. Don't get me wrong.
I love it.
But just some basic bitch tacos.
I'm sure little street tacos.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
something simple because I don't know, it just sounds really good. I love Mexican food
Same
so
girl.
much.
I'm pretty sure I've talked about Mexican food at least twice in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, did you get your enchiladas?
Yes and no. So I went and me and Mav had lunch. This was a huge deal. He and I had lunch together at the Mexican joint in Freeport, and he didn't sit in his high chair. He actually sat next to me in the booth
Oh, nice.
the whole time and was a really good boy.
That's impressive.
I was shocked. And I swear it's because Ryan wasn't there.
Yeah. That's so funny.
And he did such a good job. He ate his quesadilla.
Aw, that's so
He was
good.
playing with crayons. I even had a little YouTube thing on and he was watching that. And literally the whole time he probably looked like a crazy because he had a metal fork and a metal knife swinging them around the whole time. And I didn't even care.
Yeah.
People were looking and I was like, if he's happy and sitting there, then I don't care if there's a knife in his hands. Oh, well.
It's just a butter knife.
It's just a butter knife. I mean, it could do something, but it'd probably do something to me,
He'll
if
be
anything.
fine. He'll be fine.
But yeah, I got fajitas and I got the green enchilada, the verde sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It didn't do it for me.
Oh, no.
I was so upset. I came home and I even got it to go and I was like, Ryan was like, was it good? And I was like, it didn't do it for me. And I started crying.
Oh, sad.
And he's like, oh no. He's like, why? I was like, I don't know, but the rice was really good.
Oh.
I don't know. It just didn't do it for me.
That's a bummer.
It really sucked.
Dang it.
So, no.
Well, we're going to have to up your sauce game. We're going to have to get you something better.
I know. It was so sad. It was their green sauce. It didn't taste like the normal green sauce they would give me. It was too bitter. I don't know. It was weird. Maybe it's just my
Weird.
mouth. Probably.
Maybe just your taste buds being strange. I feel like I'm like that sometimes where I'm like, why doesn't this taste right?
Yeah.
Where you're like, I really liked this, but what's happening in my mouth?
It was so sad. It was so sad. I probably had a taco and then I was like, I'm just going to eat the rice and then go home. I'm done.
Oh,
Check, please.
sad.
It's okay.
Well, what are you making this week?
I've been doing a ton, and this is so white girl basic, but I have been doing a ton of avocado toast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a ton.
Avocados are really good right now, though. I feel like all the ones I've got recently are phenomenal.
Yeah, we just got like 16 the other day at the store, and we're waiting for them to ripen.
Oh, my God.
But I was buying these pretzel buns, and they are so good.
Ooh.
We've been using these pretzel buns for everything. I'm pretty sure Ryan was making sandwiches with them. We were making garlic bread with them to dip in veggie soup, which was, we both were like, this
Are they
is
like hamburger size?
amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
They're just like that, straight up pretzel buns. And they were buy one, get one free. So we got 2 packs and they are already gone. They're so good. But I've been opening them and then toasting it and then spreading avocado. And then this is where it gets weird because everyone's, oh, avocado toast, avocado and egg, bagel seasoning. No, wrong-o. You have to have a pickled element on avocado toast to make it really delicious. So me being weird, avocado, I have this cabbage and apple sauerkraut that is so good. It's like sweet and sour at the same time. Oh my God, I've been spreading that on top of it. Obviously salt and pepper. And then some nutritional yeast, and it is so freaking good.
How interesting.
I know, it probably sounds so strange to people. And sometimes I'll throw tomatoes, like little cherry tomatoes.
I've had avocado toast before with those little sweet bell peppers, the baby ones.
Oh, yeah.
Those sliced up with like lemon juice and olive oil. And I feel like that kind of gave it
So good.
almost that pickledy, vinegary type of flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad. I would try it once.
I would try it once.
At least once.
Or some pickled red onions would be really good too.
Oh,
which I
yeah.
just saw I had in my fridge, and I'm bummed because I haven't been eating them.
Oh, dang it.
I know. But so good.
Yum.
So good. I've been eating that every day.
I love avocado toast.
Yeah.
Do you smash up your avocado?
No.
You just slice it?
I slice
throw
it,
on?
put it on, but then I like press it down to make sure it doesn't come off when I bite it.
Okay.
I swear, maybe it's just me being weird, but once you start smashing and stirring avocado, it has a different taste to it.
I agree. It tastes different. When I do mine, I literally smash it inside the avocado.
And then scoop.
Yeah, and then scoop it on. I'm just being lazy. I don't want to clean a bowl.
Yeah.
It's
Straight
more
up.
about me keeping
Straight
my
up.
dishes clean. I'm like, look, only a dirty fork. I did it.
Yep.
Well, yum. That sounds
about you?
delicious. Well, let us know what you guys love in your backyard, summertime fun.
Any good summer recipes or backyard games, furniture, anything you guys can think about that's good for summertime and heat. Remember, we are in Florida. It is the devil's butthole out here.
Oh, for real. Your favorite marinades.
Yeah.
Your favorite flank steak recipe. Oh, all the good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Happy barbecuing, kids.
Yeah. Happy summertime. Whoop, whoop.
Get out the soap, get out the water, get out them noodles.
Get out your string bikinis. Let's go.
I love it. We'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. And that, party people, wraps up another delightful episode of Parties to Playdates.
We hope you're leaving with a smile, a story, and maybe a tip or two.
Remember, life's journey is better shared with a friend.
And we're so grateful to be part of yours.
If you enjoyed today's chat, don't forget to rate and subscribe to our show.
Your support keeps our community growing and our stories flowing. We want to hear from you. Please send us your thoughts, ideas, and questions to partiestoplaydates@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Parties to Playdates.
Until next time, keep embracing the chaos and finding the joy.
Take care and stay connected, party people.
Bye for now, and don't forget to laugh a little extra today.
Bye.